Good evening, and welcome to another double header edition of the Beer Advent Calendar. Apologies for yesterday. I really couldn't touch a beer if you'd have paid me £1 million. But yes, I'd forgotten if it must be. I think it's 5 years since I last did one of these, and frankly, it's a curse sometimes, and it certainly was yesterday. Anyway, double header tonight, and we've got the first one up, which is number 16, a palate cleanser that I've had in the fridge. Look at this, lovely old job. A palate cleanser, absolutely what the doctor ordered. Unfortunately, it's quite large, so it's a big palate, but it's going to be cleansing. Let's have a look at it. Oh, joy. Okay, so this really is a palate cleanser. That is lager beer hell. But as its name would suggest, it's not quite as bad as its name suggests. Let's get this open, shall we? I do like it. I do like a hell. And this one is a particularly good one. It's the Augustiner Brewery in München, southern Germany, obviously. Let's get about this, shall we? What a terrific thing. I mean, take me back 5 years, and I really wasn't a massive fan of lager. It was frowned upon basically in this household, but that's probably because my intake of lager had been fairly limited to the kind of commercial industrial crap that you pay £6 for 8 cans of in a supermarket. This stuff, however. The Germans know what they're doing with lagers, and this is no exception. It's terrific, really crisp and light, and refreshing. A palate cleanser, as it said on the label. Yep, that is absolutely terrific. Good evening to Mick, who's apparently having a gold label this evening. That's ambitious. Not the world's finest barley wine, I have to say, but it's I think I got overly drunk on that when I was 17 once and never touched it since. But this, on the other hand, that is worthy of a gold label, I think. Now the problem is, because tonight is a double header, I've got a pint of lager to drink in not very much time. So this could be this might go a bit left field very quickly. I'm just kind of looking at the other one. The other so that the beer I was supposed to be drinking today is a large can, and on the label it says a hug in beer form, which leads me to believe that it's going to be pretty hefty. I mean, it's going to be thick, cloying, sort of, strong, and incredibly difficult to drink. So it's highly unlikely that I'll drink the lot of it on air. This one, however, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Because I could just put it to one side and say here's one I haven't drunk earlier, but yeah. We'll do our best. If you heard some alerts there, that's because I haven't turned my notifications off on my computer, which is in retrospect a bit of a mistake. But there we go. Anyway, let's have a big glug of this, shall we, and see if we can polish some of it off. I mean, the beauty of this stuff, and I'm glad it was in this order. Excuse me. It is a beer that is designed to be, quaffed, walloped back, guzzled, if you like, and it's got enough sharpness about it for you to feel like you're not drinking some kind of, I don't know, malt liquor or something, but it's not overly sharp. It's not. It doesn't attack your tongue in any way. So you can sort of guzzle it and drink it as if it were Coca-Cola, which I think I'm going to have to actually, because it's still half a pint of it left. Excuse me one moment. I mean, it's not quite the weather for it at the moment, but it is really nice to drink. I'm wondering if it says anything on the label. No, just fall beer. It's I think it's 5.2%. Nothing outrageous there. And yeah, that's literally it. I mean, it is inoffensive yet absolutely delicately poised, and actually truly terrific beer. I wish I'd got into lagers a little bit earlier, and wasn't so snooty about them in the past. But there we go. Oh, this will cause burping. Excuse me. Yeah, so the perils of doing a double header are becoming very evident very quickly. But there we go. We struggle on through it manfully, won't we? Oh, look at that! Check that out. Some proper lacing on the side of the pint glass. Surefire sign that you've had a beer that you're enjoying anyway. Right, that shouldn't take me long, and then I can get on to the next one. Right, great stuff. Augustiner Brow lager beer hell. I mean, that's definitely not what it comes across as in the glass. Right, let's go for the hug now, shall we? This one, as I mentioned earlier, a festive hug in beer form. So yeah, I'm expecting pine leaves and stuff like that. I'm not sure I'm really looking forward to all that much, but there we go. Yeah, let's open it up and see what it is, shall we? Oh, okay. Wiper and True from Bristol. Excuse me. Oh, lager is repeating. See, I was worried, but I'm less so now. Wiper and True, a terrific brewery from Bristol. Not easy to say when you just necked a pint of lager. And this is a plum pudding porter. Look at that. Check that out. It's very Christmassy can as well, which is nice. Bramling Cross and Mount Hood hops. Very nice indeed. And you see what I like about Wiper and True is they tell you exactly how they make it, which is great. You could easily rip this off. Let's open the can, shall we, and see what it tastes like. Right. Yeah. Good porter colour, that, isn't it? It's not thick black like stout. It's just got that almost Coca-Cola sort of looking. Nice head on top of it as well. Yeah, that's nice. Looks like just the right amount of carbonation as well in that for a porter. Okay. Interestingly enough, they've for the beer nerds out there, the yeast they use is Safale SO4, which it's an English ale yeast, and I've never had a good result with it when I've brewed with it at all. I've usually had to throw some other packet of yeast in there because the SO4 hasn't worked. But there we go. Right, let's give it a taste, shall we? Oh, it smells amazing. I mean, in stark contrast to the first one I necked earlier, there's no way I'm necking this one. This is going to be a bit of a sipper for the rest of the evening. But it's got masses of malt character, but there's a lot of hop. It's quite a hop forward beer. God, I don't like some of this beer terminology. To be quite honest, you got a bag of hops in there basically, and you can really smell it. Mm. For some reason, I've got a bit of chid from the can in my mouth. That's interesting. Actually, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Colonel Export India Porter, which these guys will be delighted about because that I think is the reference point of porters in this country. But it's got I mean, they'll be less enamoured with this comparison, but it does remind me a little bit of the Titanic plum porter as well, which I was a fan of years ago. Less so now. I think it's a bit sweet, a bit puddingy. This is on the more sort of bitter end of that scale. I mean, you got that puddingy kind of flavour about it. It's very malty, and it's quite sweet. However, they've clearly stuck a fuck ton of hops in it, and that's really counteracting that quite nicely. Mm. Yeah, that is going to last me for the rest of the evening, and yeah, fingers crossed. I won't have to do any more double headers for the rest of this calendar season. Again, once again, apologies for missing out yesterday. I really was not in a fit state to even smell alcohol. Never mind drink a beer, and I just wouldn't have appreciated it either. The Augustina Brau Hells needs to be drunk on a palate that isn't ruined basically by the previous night's excesses. So this one is the Porter Wiper and True plum pudding porter. There you go. Love the alliteration with that one. Okay, tune in again at 7 tomorrow, or watch it later, whatever I don't mind. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not really sure what benefits that gives you, but yeah, you can do it if you like. If not, just see how it goes. All right. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again at 7. Cheerio.